Good morning students, we are going to deal with the lesson number 16, that is about the towards the gender equality. So in the previous class I have been gave about what is meant by introduction of the lesson, what is meant by towards the gender equality. So gender will be classified into three aspects. One is of the male, female, one male, second female, then next is about the transgender. So how we need to have to prevent the equality, means moving further forward ahead, to have the maintain the equality between the male and the female. So in today's lesson, in this lesson, it completely deals about the gender. In this gender, we will be going to deal about completely about the female. So what is your female is basically the girls, then to the women. So what kind of these they have been facing, what kind of inequalities these this gender they have been facing on. So in this one, in the previous class, in the synopsis we have been dealing about how they will be brought up, a comparison between the boys and the girls when they have been growing up, the climate, the conditions they will be prescribed on the boys and prescribed on the girls. Are they not naturally like this? So all these things, then how the literacy level of the girls to the boys and to the men and the women, how it has been changing, what are the work conditions, how they will get treated, and at the same time, what kind of work they will be doing, like employment, what the work they need to do it on, what not to do it on. So completely overall in this lesson, it's about completely about the female, how they are being treated in the society, and from earlier time to till now, what are the changes that has been happened, we are going to have a deal about in this lesson. So everyone have a look on page 155, 16th lesson towards gender equality. So now, women in Telangana, means our state, in Telangana, women have been increasingly taking up jobs outside their homes. Today, more women participate in public life such as contesting elections and taking important decisions along with men. This has been due to their collective participation in various agitations and proactive government policies, especially in 1980s and 1990s. Yet, women in Telangana are still far from reaching the goal of attaining equality and dignity in all spheres of life. For example, fever. Fever means not getting the temperature. Here, FEWER means in English superlatives will be having a comparatively, all this fever, fevers. So, fever means very less. Have been surviving than even before. In this chapter, we will discuss some important issues associated with equality among men and women in Telangana. So, in this lesson about the women and women, how the inequalities which has been existing, especially in our state. So, what introduction they have been given here in Telangana, in our state, many women have been taking up the jobs. Any job, whether I am not saying the professional type of jobs like teachers, doctors, engineers, or even the domestic help, even the work on whatever we means the working woman. Whatever may be the work, whatever they are doing, whichever the best work consideration as a work means the stepping out and doing. That is one. And another type of work is the woman who will be doing the work at home, like how, making of the paper, making of the pickles, from house, like tailoring, all they'll be doing from the house. So this is also one kind of the work, which means the women have been taking the job, but not in all the spheres. All the spheres means throughout the country, throughout the in the continent, they have been not taking the jobs which have been men oriented. Like as of now, we will be seeing the elections which has been happening out. There will be very less number of the women. Even the women only for the reservation categories. Other than that, they are not existing. So now it will going to get started. Women are being expected to do most of the household work like cleaning, cooking, washing, taking care of children, while men go out to work in the fields or factories or do shopping, etc. In many families, women who go out to work also have to do most of the household work. In some families, men come home drunk, beat up women and children. The women are expected to tolerate all these challenges. So here they have been given two scenarios, two aspects. The very first is the woman who will be doing the household work. The household work which deals with the cooking, taking care of children, washing clothes, washing utensils, pressing of the clothes, all the household activities they'll be doing. Whereas for the men, they'll be working outside in the factories, in the office, or they'll be doing the shopping. So this is one aspect. Now coming to the other aspect in the families, there are some families, not only in our society in India, the families where the male person used to come up and drink, having addicted towards the drinking habits, taking of the different kinds of the drugs. They used to come and they used to beat up the woman one night scenario. So in this also, if suppose a woman who has been working and he used to beat up the woman, take away all the money which she has been earned, at the same time he used to beat up the children, no education. So these kind of families which are being existing. One is the families which are being living on, and the other families which are being going to taking care of the families, and another is about taking about the women who have been suffering or like domestic violence. In simple terms, we can say that is about the domestic violence where the women are being facing either by beating the husband, scoldings, thrashing her, shouting loudly. So these are the things where the women are being facing. I'm not saying here about one family or anything. Even in educated families also, if the husband is having the habit of addicted towards the drinking habit, taking of the drugs, all this, the even woman who is educated, she'll bear all this one, like getting the husband scoldings, beating of that man, threatening that woman's wives in family members. So like this, she'll be bear even though she's educated. Why she'll be bearing? The very first cause is for the sake of children, and second cause is for the sake of her family. Like if she has been came back to her in-laws, what their parents will feel again burden to them. Third, the society. What the society says when a woman come back from a married life towards married life. If she has been left with her husband's place, if she came back to her parents' place, what the society will say. So all these are the things which women have been considering themselves, and she's tolerating, she's bearing for the sake of children, for the sake of her parents, for the sake of the society. So likewise, these are the problems where women has been facing, the inequalities the women they have been facing on. So now the first very synopsis of the first topic is about are women are naturally like that? Are women are naturally like that? What is it like that means? To do the household work, to take care of the family. Are they naturally by birth they are like that? No. Some people felt that women are naturally physically weaker than men. They are more caring, loving, and not quarrelsome. They are by instinct tuned to cooking, cleaning, stitching, and other household work. It is believed that they need to be protected by men. Women take care of children because they can only love and care. That is why women do all the household work because they are naturally suited to it. Do you also agree with this? Think of the reason for your answers. So they have been given. So by birth, the women are naturally like to do all the household activities, taking care of children, or do all the household activities before the marriage and after marriage, like stitching of clothes, cleaning the utensils, taking care of children, loving, affection, nursing is taking care of the elders. So are they like that? It's and second thing is they need to be protected by the men. In some cases, the women need to be protected by men, not in extreme conditions like the women's freedom, the girl's freedom should not be get exploited in the name of the protection. Protection obviously needed, but towards some extent that is not beyond the protection, the limits of the men. But as of now, the thing the women are not quarrelsome, they are very friendly, they do all the household. But in some cases it is completely opposite of that one. Like some women they won't even know how to cooking. Some are very quarrelsome, they will go on with the fighting. Some are very like introverted. So completely every woman perspectives have been different. So they have been given the question like women are not means naturally they are not like that. The society which makes them to be like the society is not present from many generations, from many years before it is been continuing up. If women do against any role, then again the society which praises and which degrade the woman. So everyone on page on 136 they have been given on the table. You need to fill up the qualities they have been listed out, like 13 qualities, and the column women, men and both. You need to figure out which quality is been related with the men, related with the women, or both. In the page 136 is this table. So this table you have been going to fill up. Even though if it is already done, you just give your views what he's been going to do. As of no classes, you just fill up this table and try to get to know what are the qualities have been going to lead by the men and women. So these are the 13 qualities. I'll just read out. The very first is brave, aggressive, good in fighting. Brave is very courageous, very introvert, give on the responses, and good at fighting. Whether it's a man, woman or both, you need to just have a tick mark. Second is racial, good in mathematics and science subject, who have been very good in the subjects of mathematics and science. Third is artistic, who is good in singing, painting, dancing, all this artistic work. Fourth, studious, means who is very good in studies. Fifth, strong, who has been good doing heavy kind of work or any heavy activities of work. Sixth, who is very weak physically, at the same time take light care of work, doing light work. Seven, who is very emotional, very irritable, very means easily able to get cry up, emotions cannot be handled up. 8, very shy, cannot be go in contact with other people, who has been not very open, not friendly in relations. 9th is very talkative, always go on channeling, completely non-stoppable, very talkative person. 10th is reserved, very little talk and silent. 11th, loving, good at nursing the sick and caring the children. 12th, tall and muscular, who has been very good, very height, personality was physically strong, who is very good at sport. And the last 13th, likes dressing up. Like dressing is who is been very good, like up to dress up, wearing on these different types of clothes and going to the shopping, all this about the classroom. So as we get to know of these qualities, we will get to know who has been having the qualities, whether men, women or both. If you go deep into each of these qualities, you will find that they apply equally to both men and women. For example, you will find both brave and coward men as well as women. You will find many men who are very caring and loving. But we tend to attribute some qualities to men and some to women, even though there is nothing in their physical makeup which makes them so. The bodies of the men and women are somewhat different biologically, because of which women can conceive babies and provide them with milk in the early months. This does not mean that only women can clean and bathe the babies or wash clothes or prepare food for them. Men can also do these works. In many places, men do this kind of work very efficiently. But we have got so used to that idea of women means performing these qualities naturally. These qualities and roles are not natural in women, but evolved over hundreds and thousands of years due to social norms, means the society which made the rules and regulations. Since women have been performing these roles for many centuries, we have grown to regard them as natural. In reality, these roles have been made society. For hundreds of years, we have been living in a society order which favor men, in which turn women have been control over their resources to make the rules, regulations. If you look at the history, you will notice that most of the rulers, most religious scholars, leaders who made the laws to the men, not to the women. And at the same time, all the activities like land, property, cattle, all it will be under the control of women rather than to the women. So basically, the society is of two kinds of differences. One is about differences. There are two kinds of differences between men and women. Firstly, there are natural physical differences, but these need not cause discrimination against women. The second kind of difference is made by the society which tries to subordinate men to women and treat them unequally. Differences which such lead to inequality and discrimination is called socially caused difference or gender difference. These two are very important. So what are the two kinds of differences which have been made by the people? Differences. The first is physical difference. Means appearance. How they have been appearance differences. From birth, no, it should not be faced any kind of discrimination. Then again, the second one is about socially caused difference. cause or gender difference. So this also socially cause difference or gender based difference. Who will make this? It is being based by the society. In the society, who will make this? The religious scholars, the very old persons who have been ruled the country from many years before. They made the society like the women have been need to do this kind of activity, the men need to do this kind of. They have been labeled. But woman is she need to, girls means they need to do this kind of work rather than the men. But in some places we'll do find out all this taking care of the children, taking care of the household activities, even the cooking food will be finding on many kinds of chefs which has been existing, taking care of the children. Many families will be having the sharing the equal responsibility of men and the women. But as of now in our country we will be facing all this, not basically this physical difference between men and women, not mostly this one, but mostly what we have been facing the second one, socially caused difference that is made by the society, like what the women need to work, what the girls need to work, if they have been working this period of time, how much they need to work, which place they have been working, no night shifts, this kind of professions, like if they are going for higher studies, not to the abroad places. So like all these has been made by the society, and this is what called as a socially caused differences. So next is growing up of boys and the girls, like how will we going to make a difference when the boys have been growing and the girls have been growing, what kind of differences, like how they will treat, how the boys need to be treated and how the girls have been treated in the families. So from very birth, girls and boys are brought up according to many discrimination ideas. Here are some of the statements about how girls and boys are treated. So this the table in the page 137, this yellow color box. So here they have been given. So I'll read out the statements. You need to get to know that how the boys have been treated and how the girls have been treated when they have been born and when they have been growing up. First one, not every family, in some families this kind of things which has been happening make a difference between how the boys are being treated and how the girls are being treated. First one, while the birth of a boy is welcome and celebrated in the house, and the birth of a girl is considered a burden to the family. So whenever a boy is being born, they'll be celebrated, they'll give distribute the sweets, all this one. And when the girl is being born, in some interior parts, some places the girls have been get killed, they'll consider girl is being a burden towards to the family. Next, boys are encouraged to go out, make friends, play freely, while girls are encouraged to be at home and do the household work. So again here, for playing, the boys will be make them to go out and play to make the friends, whereas girls they need to be considered to be at household, play with the kitchen set, all they need to do it up. Next, the playing items what they are giving up. Boys are encouraged to play with toys like guns, cars and trucks, while the girls are encouraged to play house with dolls and toys related to kitchen or the household articles. Next one. Boys are get to wear dresses which allow them to run, climb or go about freely, while girls get to wear the dresses which cover their entire body and obstruct their movement. So here the dressing style, like as of now we don't consider much of this, but still it is been considering the way of the dressing between the boys and between the girls, what to wear, how to wear, all this not on precautions, they have been instructing the between the girls and the boys discriminatory basis. Next, boys are given food first while girls are given only what is left over. This will be happening mostly in the interior parts of the like tribal communities where this kind of it is been happening. Next, boys are encouraged to go to school and study while girls are neither sent to school nor given sufficient time to study. Again, this happens in some places where they will be sending the boys for higher education because they will be upholding the next generation, and whereas the girls, if they send also, they'll up to the minimum like 8th standard or 10th standard, again they'll think of that she need to get married, why to go for the higher education, why to waste the amount of money. If she's been at household, she'll be helping the mother or the grandmother, and she'll be getting to know what are the household activities. In this way, the schooling education is also being get restricted. Next, a fewer girls are being allowed than to the boys. As I said, only up to the secondary school, up to the 8th or 10th, they will be going to allow, not more than that. If they have been allowed, means only for the boys. When boys fall ill, they will get early medical treatment, while girls do not get proper medical attention when they have been sick. So here in the medical treatment, if the male member of the family, especially the boys, will be get ill, means they will be get easily the Last one, when the various career for the boys are being planned, while girls are told that they have to get married and settle at housewife. So here the last one, where even though the girls are very good, even in educated families also they'll be thinking that the girls are going to have the various career, but still they'll restricted that this kind of education, this much is enough. Then after that, anyhow you are going to get married, need to give the dowry, and ultimately you are going to settle as a housewife. So these ways the restrictions, limitations has been set out while growing up the boys and the girls. So in the next class we will be continuing with the other